Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome to Coffee and Convo with me, Amanny Mo. I am just waiting for July to pop online. Thank you very much for joining us. Absolutely amazing. Here she is. Now I've got a feeling I might have to change the angle of my phone. Are you in landscape or portrait?
Oh, oh, I don't know. You're this way.
There we go. That's better, isn't it? That's a
How
good
are
start.
you?
I'm very well. How are you? I've
I'm
got a few
good.
people joining.
I
Good,
know.
good. Now, thank you very much for being part of. It's the second, but the first video because yesterday we had a little bit of techie issues. So I'm really glad that. Thank you very much for being kind of the first, really, the first
Yay!
guest on Coffee.
I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so proud of you for this show.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. But this isn't about me. Look, I think I just came up with this idea so I could get dressed. You know what I mean?
I wish I could say the same. I'm still in loungewear, so I don't know.
You call it leisure wear. What about leisure wear, maybe?
Leisure, yeah, leisure. A little bit of something, something.
Well, it's really nice to actually see you because when we first met, I present a radio show on BBC local radio, and we met to talk about Baghdad Central, didn't
Yes,
we?
yes.
Which was on Channel 4, which was a huge success, and quite a big high-profile channel as well. There was quite a lot of promo
Yeah.
for it. How was that for you? We'll go back into why you started being an actress, but let's talk about Baghdad Central and talk about that series.
It was amazing. It was such an amazing opportunity to be part of a project like this. It was like a different perspective, and some great talent was involved, you know. So it was definitely a very enlightening experience. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. Really thankful
Yeah,
for
it
it.
looked like it. A lot of traveling as well. Weren't you away for like 3 months or something?
Yeah, well, we were away and we went to Morocco. It was shot in Morocco, so that was really, really
Nice.
nice. And
Nice if you can get it.
you can't really complain, to be honest. You can't
Definitely
complain.
can't. We should welcome everybody that's just joined us. Thank you for joining
Yes,
us on Coffee and Convo.
thank you,
July is
everyone.
here in the house. Yay!
Oh, thanks.
So, I mean, I think the series for me was interesting because as an Arab myself and a British Arab, I was like, oh, another thing about Arabs where there won't be Arabs in it. It will be everyone else but an Arab. But actually,
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. Was that part of the appeal to
Oh,
you
yeah,
as
it was very
well?
surprising. It was such an international cast, and you kind of it's quite rare to see that, to see such a diverse cast, and especially when you're talking about Arab or Middle Eastern shows, it's very rare to see actual Middle Eastern actors in it. So it was refreshing, definitely. It's a good start.
Definitely. And as a viewer, I thought it was quite refreshing as well. I mean, I watch a lot of stuff, movies and TV stuff for work anyway. So to
Mm.
have to watch this and actually really enjoy the series, and people should check it out. It's still on
For
for on
OTT.
demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
So
watch it on Hulu now. So
oh, it's on Hulu.
yeah.
Oh, thumbs up. Anyway, are you having a coffee, are you, or a cup
Yeah,
of
I am.
tea?
I'm having a coffee. I think I have too much coffee, you know that. It's
I
just too
know,
much
me
now.
too. I've actually got what are you drinking? Mine's a coffee like a caramel latte. Yeah,
Ooh,
definitely caramel.
girl, you're coming with the caramel. No, I'm literally just having a Nescafe K.
Oh,
Nescafe.
okay.
Just a normal
Well, thumbs
like,
up.
yeah, thumbs up.
Cheers. Well, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
have a
God,
little sip of my coffee.
your mug is amazing.
Yeah, I have to thank my friend Dion. Dominic's saying you can
Cheers!
never have too much coffee. My friend Dion, thank you, Dee, sent me this for my birthday. It was one of my birthday presents. Would you like to see the other way round,
No.
July?
Oh, I don't know if I don't know if
Not
I'm
that
racist.
rude, but okay. I
Is
just
it
like holding it like this.
what do you think? Oh
No,
my
you know, it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done.
God. Well, at least it's keeping you
um,
entertained during quarantine, so
well,
that's
yeah,
yeah.
it's all about the small things at the moment,
It is
July.
the
It's
little
the
things, isn't
small
it?
thing. It's the getting dressed.
Yes.
I mean, I could have called it PJs and coffee or coffee and PJs, maybe. I don't know. But at
True.
lunchtime, that would be a bit
But
lazy, right?
to be fair, when the lockdown is lifted, everyone is going to be out. There's going to be no PJs. Do you know what I mean? So you might as
No,
well, yeah, everyone is going to be out in belly tops, batty riders.
no.
People are not
Hang
going to
on.
care.
Are you describing yourself there?
You know what? I might, you know what? I feel like that's going to be me, you know. I think the lockdown is going to get lifted and I'm just going to go wild, probably. Going
Yes!
mad.
Can we go wild together, maybe?
Please, let's.
Yeah, let's do it. The thing about it is, so you're Egyptian, that's your
Yeah.
heritage. I'm Yemeni, that's my background. We were both born here, right?
Hmm.
And you speak a little bit of Arabic, I believe.
I do, yeah. I speak somewhat good. I can have great conversations in Arabic. It's just, I think writing and reading I can't do. So, and some words and some sentences, my mum have to kind of pull me up on them. Um, like that's not how you say it, you know. Um, but
Yeah.
we try. We do try. Yes,
We
it's not
can but
completely fluid.
try.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, it's nice. I personally think I speak a bit of French, not brilliantly, but I speak a
Mm.
bit of French. I can get by a bit in Spanish. I can speak Arabic like you, conversational. You know, but if you were to put me in an exam situation, I would definitely fail because
I
the
know.
reading and
It's
writing,
so
you have to
difficult,
keep
isn't
that
it?
up.
It's a very difficult language to read and write. It's not. It's hard.
It's not easy, no. And
Yeah.
you've got to read it from right to left, haven't you? So
Yeah.
instead of left
It's
to
so
right.
complex. Yeah, it's just like, oh, what's going on here?
Where am I?
What is going on? Yeah,
What's going on?
it's
But
happening.
I know you, yeah, I know you had to learn the Iraqi dialect, didn't you, for
Hmm.
Baghdad Central? Because you were the daughter of the lead, who's a detective. He's an ex-cop
Yeah.
in this series. It's a really good sort of. It's beautifully shot, this kind of noir style. I really love the way it was filmed.
Yeah, it's
And
so
so you had
pretty.
to learn the dialect as well. Did you actually have a coach
We
to do
did,
that?
yeah, we had a dialect coach on set. And he was amazing at best. He was really, really good. Like I don't know what any of us would do if he wasn't there. I mean, he really did save the day, to be fair. But yeah, I think like any other dialect, I think if you have a great coach on set with you and you do what you've been told to do and you do your homework, you pick it up. Hopefully, that's the aim. So
Yeah, it was
um, yeah, I know.
impressive.
Yeah, exactly. And um, it obviously some dialects are closer sounding to other
Yeah,
dialects. So for instance,
yeah,
if it was like maybe like a Moroccan dialect, I would have found it quite difficult because it's so different to the
yeah.
Egyptian
That's
dialect.
true.
It's extremely different. So um, it's kind of like that. Like Iraqi is not far off Egyptian, and it's not far off Kuwait. It's not. Do you know? I mean, they're all
Yeah.
quite similar, kind of similar dialects.
Oh, you're frozen. Yeah,
Don't know what happened there.
back in the
I'm back in the building.
room. Well, I mean, you've also done some other projects as well. I know there is a bit of a common theme, and we can talk about this a little bit. I mean, we haven't got long to go into masses of detail, but as an actress, you're judged on your looks, what your background is, the color of your hair. Like, I mean, hair can be changed. The color of your skin cannot be changed. The
You're
color
right.
of your eyes, you could wear contacts. There's lots of other things that could change about you, but you've been in some projects like Collateral,
Hmm.
You've been in Homeland as well. And obviously the Arabic theme is common in these projects. So
Right.
as an actress, how do you feel about that?
Mm.
Obviously there is a certain stereotyping that has to go on, but it must be quite tricky at times and challenging.
It's also challenging to pinpoint how you feel about it, because
Mm.
I know that acting as an industry is not the easiest. It's actually a very, very difficult industry to get into. And it took me
Yeah.
a long time to even get a paying job. It took me like 3 years or something to really kind of even get my foot in, just to even be seen. So I know how difficult naturally it is. Um, and so it's a hard one, because you want to be, you're grateful to get to be
Yeah.
on great sets and meet great actors and really work. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, when you see that there's a pattern of a stereotype and you are being typecast over and over again, you can't help but feel helpless, and hopeless to
Mm.
some extent, and feel that you are more of a token rather than an actor or an artist, which can be very confining, and it can be very dark even, because it
Mm.
takes away from why you even wanted to do this, you know. Um, and so it's a weird place. It's a weird place to be in. On one hand, you're grateful for the opportunity,
Of
and
course.
you're thankful that you get to say I'm an actor, and you get paid for it. And on the other hand, you're thinking, well, I've been doing the same character over and over again since I've started 6 years ago. So, um, and deep down that's because of your ethnic background rather than your talent per se, which
Yeah.
it's hard to say. Like, just me saying that sentence, it's quite a heavy thing to say, um, but it's the truth. And I am seeing changes within the industry. I mean, they are very small steps, but nonetheless, they're steps. So,
Yeah.
and you got to be, I guess, positive in the situation. And look at the climate right now. I feel like right now is a great time for everyone to just speak up, really, about how they feel about how the world is working in general. So the climate that we're in is inducing those conversations that need to be had. So
Yeah, and I think, the truth can sometimes hurt. The
yeah,
truth is not meant to be like
pretty,
rose-tinted
yeah,
glasses.
100%.
The truth hurts for a reason sometimes because it's honest. There's no airs and graces about truth. And we do sometimes, in spite of our a propensity to want to be polite and stay quiet and silent, and silence can sometimes mean complicit, you're being complicit, and silence can sometimes mean, well, I can't do this right now, and I think that's okay.
100%, 100%. It's just being as present as you can be, and not to take time for your time for granted in general, and to stay solid and stay just in tune with yourself. I think when you know yourself better than anyone, you don't really allow obstacles or anything from the outside to, well, penetrate you as a person and change you. So I think that's the most important thing, is to um, stick to
Definitely.
who you are, no matter what.
Yeah, and also I think, you know, and this could be applied to anybody really. You see your dream, you want that thing, just go for it. Don't hold back. I mean, it's a bit like
100%,
coffee and convo. This is an idea I had
100%.
3 or so years ago, and I was like, oh, but it's, coming from a TV background, I'm like, oh, but I haven't got the equipment, I haven't got this, and I haven't got that. And it's like, well, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And by doing it, all these lovely people come out the woodwork, lovely support. Thank you everyone for joining us today as well. We
Yeah,
should
thank
say
you,
on Coffee
everyone.
and Convo, July is here, I'm here. And, it's really great to have these conversations because we can be honest and open about certain things,
110%.
and
Yeah. And
and
I also
also
I also
support
said,
each other,
yeah, support each other.
right?
If someone if a colleague of yours is creating a project or really wants to start something, be supportive of your friends and your colleagues. And sometimes we forget like our friends and colleagues and then go support strangers.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it's weird. So it's really important to just support your if your friend has an idea for a script, or I don't know, wants to start painting or wants to start a business or whatever it may be, show support. And I do believe that support, comes back to you, reflects to you. If it just, I
Yeah.
think, stay positive and stay a good person, and hopefully it pays off.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, at the heart of the matter is a good person to begin with. Thank you, Rhymes and Roses. It's a great idea. Thank you very much. The thing is, I think also simplicity as well is
Yeah.
just have that thought and just focus on that one thing at a time. Because sometimes if you're anything like me, you want everything at once. Just do everything
Right?
now.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah, yeah,
work
yeah.
like you can make yourself really frustrated and like,
True. True. We do that a lot, to be fair. We get like bombarded by like various ideas in one go, and then but you can't focus on like 20 different things at the same time. You're going to have to just slow it down and figure which thing you want to pursue first or complete
Yeah.
first.
So when you have a moment, July, and you're having, look, we all have, the odd day where we're feeling a bit like, oh, what am I doing? Why am I here? What's this about? All that. Hi, if you've just joined us as well on Coffee and Convo. Do you ever feel like, is there something that you do? I know you've been singing. I don't know if that's where you go to, but like my happy place at the moment is hula hooping,
I
right?
know, I've seen it's so
I love
good.
it.
It's so good. You're
I
so
just
good at
love
it.
it.
You're so good at it.
Thank you. Well, let's drink to that then, shall
Let's
we?
drink. Oh
Cheers.
my God, this mug. Whenever, oh my goodness.
I will send you one when we
Please.
get together. You're getting one
Yeah,
of these.
I love it.
I should thank my friend Dion for that. Thanks, Dee. I don't know why I was pointing to its bottom. Sorry about that. But where do you go when you're having a moment? I mean, I like to call it a corner of happiness because you have an amazing voice. Please, if you haven't heard July sing, go to her Insta page.
Oh, that's
You
so
have a beautiful voice, mashallah. It's
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you. That's so sweet. It was actually, to be fair, singing and songwriting was the first thing I wanted to do. I was in a band and I used to record and all that good stuff.
Wow.
And when acting really happened, it just meant I had to slow down on the other ventures really. But it's still something I do all the time because, once a musician, always a musician, or once an artist,
Yeah,
always an artist. You're not going to get rid of it, because you're doing something
true.
else. So yeah, it's definitely something I do all the time. But if I'm stressed or anything like that, I tend to read. Reading is it's like my, it's really weird. It's like my silent friend.
Okay.
It's how I see it. I personify books. I feel like you can pick up a book and depending on what type of book you're reading, it can really alter how you feel about yourself and how you actually view the world around you. So for instance, if it's nonfiction and it's a self-help book, and there's so many great books out there, if you read a couple of pages, you just feel better and you feel like you want to
Mm.
complete things. So reading definitely I find is such a calming and kind of life-changing actually
Yeah,
thing.
I agree. I think reading is also a form of escapism, isn't it? When you just don't want to that kind of think of it. Lemma's just sent you a message here saying, what was your last great read?
I'm currently reading the Daily Stoic and this one there. I'm gonna show you, and it's so good. It's so good. I'd so
Oh, the Daily Stoic.
yes,
Is
yes.
that heavy? That looks heavy.
It's
No?
it's not bad. It's not too heavy at all. It's quite nice. But yeah, if you can, I don't know, if you wanna
Who is that
write it
by?
down. Ryan
Ryan
Holiday.
Holiday.
Yeah, he's a great author, by the way. He's done amazing stuff. And I'm also reading at the same time Osho
Oh,
Joy.
okay.
This is such a great one
Wow.
as well.
I like the cover. The cover
It's
is something that's,
amazing. This is so good. If you have like anxiety, or you feel lost, or you just, I don't know, you're just trying to figure things out. This is amazing. I've recommended this book to so many people, and yeah,
wow.
and it's called The Happiness That Comes From Within. You
Oh,
just read it. It's
per-
so good. It's so good. So
perfect.
yeah,
Well, I'm going to go.
there you
Well, you
go.
see,
Welcome to the
what
library.
welcome to July's library.
Library, yeah.
Now, before we finish up, I have to ask you, because as a person with an unusual name, Amanny, that's how you say it in Arabic, Amanny in English, or umpteen other names that I've been called, Amanda, Amandy, which I don't even know that name
Wow.
existed,
That's so different to
Hermione,
you.
once Harry Potter
Harma.
came along, Hermione, Hamona. Maybe I was moaning too much, I'm not sure. But with an
Wow.
unusual name, when you're young and you're a kid, you never appreciate that name. I was like,
Right.
oh, no one can say it properly. Amanny was the other one I get called. So it was always a frustration for me. So I had another name that I would tell people sometimes. When I was little, like 5, 6 years old, up until about 9, I called myself Susie. So
Susie?
everyone would call me, yeah, I don't even know why. And it was Susie with an S, not with a Z. It
Fascinating.
had to be with an S. Not sure where that came from. But July is obviously July.
Yeah.
But did people ever go, oh, why are you called July?
I get,
What's your
no, you know
name?
what? It's
Why?
really funny. I've had so many times, like, I've had so many situations where I walk into like a casting room or have a meeting or something, and it's like, Julie. And I'm like, it's spelled July, and do you know what I mean? It's spelled July, and I don't know where they got Julie from, but I've gotten so much Julie actually, and it's like I have to be like, it's July, and then people look at me like, July, like what happened? And it's always, it's always like, were you born in July? And it's just like, there you go, smarty pants. Look how smart you are.
OMG!
OMG. So yeah, that's just, it's the Judy thing, which yeah, fair enough
Me
though.
Julie. You
Me
should say, no, it's
Julie.
actually me Julie. Like
Me
me Julie,
Julie, I
like the
know.
whole kind of, yeah,
Ali
we know
G.
where that came. Yeah, Ali G started all of that off. But yeah, you should just say it's me Julie. I just leave off the me. Sorry. But sometimes you have to we have to take the mick a little bit. So
Yes, we
Lama
do.
is Egyptian, one of my
Oh my God,
friends, Lama.
amazing.
We love, she says, you laugh, but we know Egyptians love having fun with spelling.
True, true. We
So
like to
maybe
have
I
fun with
was.
many things, to be fair. We're just a really loud culture. And we're just,
It's
we're
so
very
true.
loud, and we're very fun-based culture. So we're always laughing,
Definitely.
definitely.
Definitely. And I love the Egyptian sense of humor. But Hazzaru, you love
The banter,
joking and
yeah, the
very
banter
light,
is on
you
point.
know,
Yeah, the
beautiful,
banter.
perfect. And just to finish off, because obviously I could talk to you all day, but
I
I'm sure as it's
know.
lunchtime, people have probably got to be somewhere. We're going to play this little concocted game called Quid
Yay!
Pro Quo, right?
Okay,
So
I'm
here's the
down.
thing, just to finish off, Quid Pro Quo, meaning I give you something,
Mm.
and Lama's saying, "Thank God we are." Yes, you Egyptians are fun. This is a quick fire round, July. Do
Okay,
not think too long about this. Think of it as short answers,
I'm getting
and this is
ready.
like random questions, getting to know you in a quid pro quo. So
Okay.
we can both answer the same question. I don't know what's going to come out of here,
Hmm.
but shall we give it a go? And
Yes.
let's see in a minute or two how far we get. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Quid pro quo, yeah? Quid pro quo. Okay, let's do this. All right,
Okay.
these could be really random. I warn you. The
Cool.
randomness of them. Signature dish.
Sam, I do really great salmon dish, like oven salmon dish. It's really nice. Yeah, anything to do with seafood.
Okay.
Seafood pasta as well. That's really banging.
Nice. By the way, if anyone wants to join in this game, please do feel free to join in at this point. My favourite dish, my signature dish, is my lasagna.
Ooh,
on point.
I love a good
And
lasagna.
upside down pineapple cake with
Oh,
rose pepper.
oh wow, girl.
Just saying.
Upside down
On to the next
pineapple
one.
cake.
Oh yeah, baby. A beans on
That's
toast.
it. I'm definitely gonna come and just knock on. Oh, someone said
Definitely, please do. Okay, have you ever been breathalyzed?
no, which is surprising.
I have.
Have
On
you?
it was Boxing Day at breathalyzing. I was driving my Z4 at the time, sporty number, and I got pulled over. No, I was
Oh,
you know, I was fine, but I was just teasing the police officer, and he said, "Oh, we've got a live one over here.
you got to do it. You will.
You got to do it. You got to do it." Right, hang on. That one is the same question. There's about 30 things in there, and this is the same. Ever been pulled over by the cops? It's the same one. Right. Have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction? This is really weird.
Yeah,
We talked about this.
it keeps coming out.
Wardrobe malfunction. This is very strange. But anyway, tell me.
I have. I had like a bra popped up. Yeah, and it was just so embarrassing. It was so unexpected, and I was literally there speaking to someone like face to face, like yeah, with like
Wow.
half my bra like just out in the water, and the person didn't say anything. I don't know why. They could have just said, "Excuse me, you know, your chest, madam," you know, but no, they just kind of. I think they were enjoying what was happening, which is my downfall. They were enjoying my pain, I guess. So they just thought, you know what, I don't care. I'm not gonna let you know. I'm just gonna keep watching you. And
Clearly enjoying the moment. Well, you've got to live for the moment, right? No one said there's right.
was so
Mine was a malfunction the other day. I was feeding the squirrels outside my window, and I just come from the shower, and I ran I was like, oh my God, they're here. So I ran and I started feeding them, and my robe literally just flew open as I hit the window, and I pulled the curtains back. So basically everyone on the street, if they were watching in that moment, would have seen me naked. Never a good thing.
That is a
anyway,
true story. That's
that is true.
you made
And this happened on
day.
Sunday. Okay. Oh, this is a brilliant one. This is our final one, right? Now it is backwards, obviously. I can't get it focused, but that's fine. It's lockdown laziness. What is the laziest thing you have done in lockdown? This is our final question.
Oh God, the laziest thing. Just my whole day is. Where do I begin? The laziest thing. I just don't. So I'll just go out to get milk in my slippers and my my PJs, and it's like Tesco's is like across the street, so it's not like it's next to my house.
Okay.
So I'm going down the supermarket wearing my house slippers, not even like just not house slippers.
The house slippers.
Yeah. Like it's quite horrific actually. It's quite a horrific sight. But yeah, I literally do you know what it is? I got to a point where it's like no fucks given. I'm like, you know what? I need milk. I feel like eating a brownie. I'm just gonna go in my house slippers into Tesco across the street, and it looks pretty bad, man. But
yeah, it's fine. You're in lockdown. Who cares?
And
Mine
is. Have you ever noticed? Yeah, whenever you look horrific, you always get chatted up. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Like, mate, I look like a bin bag.
Or you bump into someone, you know.
Yeah, like I look
when
like
you haven't
a bin
seen
bag,
anyone.
and then all of a sudden, I'm hot property. And then when you're dressed up to the nines, no one really gives shit. It's so funny.
Baby, because you're smoking anyway.
Girl.
Pajamas.
I don't know about that.
You know, dressed up, whatever, right? So my lockdown lazy is just not wearing a bra for forever. I mean, I've got one on today, just to FYI, but I got so used to I got so used to not wearing one that I ran to the supermarket to get my bi-week sort of, I go shopping every 2 weeks, right? So I was like, I ran into the shops, into the supermarket, and I was like, something feels funny and different about this shopping. I feel a bit loose and, you know, fancy free. And then I realised, obviously, when I got to the frozen section, what had occurred. But we won't even go any further than that. There's no need. But
girl, you gotta let it breathe.
Things on I'd forgotten how just annoying it can be. But anyway, that is the end of Quid Pro Quo.
That was a very that was fun. We spoke a lot about undergarments. Let's just say that.
We did.
There's a lot of undergarment stories. I don't know, like this is maybe what we've come up with the quarantine with, just undergarment stories.
Undergarment stories. I think there's a whole array of undergarment.
That's what I hope people take from this. You know, they're like, yeah, undergarments, loose boobies, going around in Tesco half naked. Yep, slippers. Like that is very constructive.
We could start a movement. My friend Michelle, Jazz McBride, she's saying no bra equals freedom. There you go. Woohoo! Yeah.
You gotta be free. Gotta be free.
Gotta be free. Listen, July, you are amazing. I'm looking forward to actually meeting you. We've said that we're going to meet in the flesh, right? Once this is all over, I will bring you upside down pineapple cake.
Yes.
I promise to do that. Or I'll get you one of these mugs.
Yes.
You want the mug, don't you? Yeah, of course you do. Okay, and then on the next visit, I'll give you the cake. How about that? Is that a deal?
Yes. You are spoiling me, but thank you so much.
Shake on it.
Shake.
Rhymes and Roses saying thanks for the giggles. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. July has been amazing as always. I'm going to see you soon. This is the first Coffee and Convo. Please follow us here on Instagram and also on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, it's just Coffee and Convo with Amanny Mo. Yay. Thank you. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Oh, I can't wait to actually see you. Thank you so much. It was so much fun, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Love you.
We can chin chin. Love you, darling. Bottoms up. Adios.
Adios.
Thanks to everyone for joining. Ciao, ciao. Thank you, everybody, for joining Coffee and Convo with me, Amanny Mo. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow with amazing chef. She was also on BBC Two's Big Family Cook Showdown. I always get it wrong. The name of the show, Cooking Showdown, that's it. Please join me tomorrow, same time, 1 o'clock, with another guest, and I'll be here every day until Friday with a new guest every day. So join me again. Thank you for you all attending. Love it. And if you ever get a chance to see Baghdad Central, July is in Baghdad Central. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a Channel 4 drama series. It's got this film noir feel to it. It's really good. Do go ahead and watch it on either Hulu, because she says it's on Hulu, but it's also on 4 on demand, which is totally free. So go and check her out. See you all tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Ciao.